a period of transition. What does transition mean? Transition means change from one state to another or from one era to another. So in this chapter we are going to learn about the changes that took place from medieval period to the modern period in Europe and its impact on the world. What led to transition from medieval to the modern world? Britishers introduced Western education through the medium of English language. The newly educated classes became aware of the ideas of democracy, nationalism, equality, etc. So we can say that education played a vital role and it made people aware of these ideas of democracy, nationalism, and equality. Then the introduction of the railway and telegraph helped the people to spread the ideas faster. Following are the content of the chapter given below. In this session, we are going to learn about the sources of history that tell us about the transition and the first development that marked the beginning of the new era, that is Renaissance. Let's study the sources of history. Source is something that provides information or from which information can be obtained. Sources can be divided into two categories. First is primary sources, which are evidence of eyewitness which was present at that time. We can also say primary source are original documents such as manuscripts, letters, newspapers, reports, paintings, monuments, etc. Second is secondary sources. These are the evidence of someone who was not present at that time but are still helpful in learning history. The examples of the secondary source are books, data, encyclopedia, literature, etc. The sources help us to study the change. According to the sources, changes in Europe started by the end of the Middle Ages, when the feudal system of society began to disintegrate. Now, what is feudal system? It is an economic system that existed in the Middle Ages in which people received land and protection from a lord and worked and fought for him. Disintegration of feudal system gave rise to new type of social system which affected every aspect of the life and marked the beginning of modern age. The first development that marked the beginning of modern age was Renaissance. Renaissance is a French word which means rebirth or renewal. There was a revival of ancient learning of Greece and Rome. The movement influenced every field of human activity. There was development in art, architecture, literature, religion, politics, with the beginning of the modern science. The revival of learning gave rise to new ideas. People began to question everything and did not accept anything as it is. People believed that knowledge should be used for the benefit of the man. In medieval times, the church had dominated the life of the people, but people now began to take interest in present life rather than the next world. They also raised questions about policies and practices of the church. Now we are going to study the main features of the Renaissance. The main features of Renaissance was rationalism, humanism, scientific spirit, and spirit of inquiry. What is rationalism? The scholars of this period who were rationalists refused to accept anything blindly. They wanted a rational behind everything. That is, they want a reason behind everything. Or we can say they used to reason the yardstick to judge true or false. Now they are not going to follow anything which is coming on their way. They are going to reason all the policies and practices. Now, what is humanism? Humanism, the people of that era, they believed that life is in this world. They emphasized that all human beings had the right to express themselves freely, develop their talents, to think freely, and to live life happily. Now the focus shifted from divine to human, or we can say they gave importance to human beings in the world and his sorrow, his feelings, and everything related to human beings. Scientific spirit. The knowledge the people acquired, now they started to question and observe and experiment them before they reach any conclusion. Or we can say the people started the scientific approach and then they will follow anything which is given, and if it is for the benefit of the human beings, then it is okay for them. The last feature is the spirit of inquiry. It was due to the spirit of inquiry that an age of exploration, experimentation, and discovery was ushered in by the Renaissance. They had desire to question and explore. After studying the features, the question rises that what led to Renaissance, or what are the factors that were responsible for Renaissance. The first factor responsible for Renaissance was the fall of Constantinople. The Turks captured Constantinople in 1453 CE. This compelled many Greek scholars to flee the place with their manuscripts. They took refuge in Italy and imparted their learning over there. The second factor responsible for Renaissance was the decline of feudalism or end of feudalism, which led to new learning and interest among the people. The third factor responsible were the Crusades, which led to increase in commercial activities. Now the question rises, what are Crusades? Crusades were the series of religious wars between the Christians and the Muslims, in which the Western European Christians wanted to capture lands from the Muslims. The next factor responsible for Renaissance was invention of the printing press, which promoted learning and awareness. Discovery of trade routes also resulted in interaction of people from the civilization of East. With this, I finish my first session. Let's recapitulate this session in short. So in this session, we have learned what led to transition, and then we have learned about the sources of history, how Renaissance took place, and what were the factors responsible for the Renaissance, and the features of Renaissance. Now I have a short activity for you to do by yourself.